Hey there, graphic design students. Welcome to week 2. I hope you enjoyed the first week of getting to know how things are going to work in this class. In this second week, we are going to primarily be talking about Photoshop. Now, before I jump into talking about Photoshop, I do want to let you know that in this week, there is an overview assignment worth 5 points. And that assignment is for you to start planning your week with regard to this class. You go ahead and read that assignment and you'll see all the information needed to complete it. But basically what it is you taking a look at what is ahead of you in the coming week and mapping out a plan, what days and how much time it's going to take you to do your classwork. It's really important that you do that. You're going to get points for it, and you're going to see this in the beginning of every week in this course. So I want you to start getting used to planning out your week. And the key is that this planning out your week assignment is due Tuesday evening. So don't wait to get it done. Start it right away. The rest of the week is primarily going to be doing Photoshop videos. These are introductory basic videos that Adobe created. These videos were created several years ago, I think using Adobe Photoshop, maybe version 19 or something like that. We're in version 22. It's called Photoshop 2021, but it is actually version 22. And just a little piece of information for you. I started using Photoshop in 1990 using version 1. Can you believe it? Using version 1. It used to take me, for example, 10 minutes. Photoshop would take 10 minutes to rotate an image just 10 degrees in version 1. That happens in less than a half a second today in version 22. So a lot has changed since I first started using Photoshop. But one thing that hasn't changed is part of learning Photoshop is learning how to solve your own problems. Now, I'm not saying you have to solve all of your problems, that I'm not going to help you, because I will. But what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to try to first solve your own problems. And then if you can't solve your own problems after, say, maybe 5 minutes of trying to figure it out, then go ahead and post something on the discussion board. The reason why I want you to post something on the discussion board is because if you have a problem, then it's quite likely that other students have the same problem. That way, when I answer it, or maybe even another student answers it, all the other students having the same problem can get the answer. So it's important you post on the discussion board. What's also important is when you try to solve your problem, it helps you learn overall how to solve your problems. Problem solving is an important part of what I'm trying to teach you in this class. With these tutorials, since they were done about a year or so ago, there are a few things that aren't going to work the same as the version of Photoshop you're using. What I would like you to do is either do a Google search or a YouTube search to try to find the answer to that problem that you face before you post on the discussion board. What you can do is use the keywords Photoshop, then maybe the tool name, and then maybe a word or two about the problem you're facing. Most of you know how to search on Google and YouTube, but use those keywords and see if you can't find a solution to the problem that you're facing. It could be as simple as saying, where is the such and such tool? Those kinds of things are going to be readily available for you using a Google or YouTube search. So try that first. And then after about 5 minutes or so, if you can't find the answer, go ahead and post on the discussion board. And then don't forget, on Sunday nights, I will be available from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. And you can come on into the Zoom meeting and you can ask all the questions and ask me to demo all the techniques or to go over, try to solve any problems that you have. That's exactly what the Sunday Zoom meetings R4. So remember, for the synchronous part of the class, we meet Mondays from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., where we are going to preview the entire week and then answer questions, and I'll be demonstrating techniques in Photoshop and other design techniques. And then on Sunday evening from 4 to 6 p.m., we have a synchronous time on Zoom where you can ask any questions and I can demonstrate anything for you, and we can solve any of your problems as you are trying to complete the assignments for that week. So that's all I have for you this week. Reach out to me if you have any other questions or any other problems, and you just have a great week. See you soon.